As you were speaking, Ms. Travis, I was thinking about my father who was in the field of education. And before he passed away, as I was running for this seat, he wrote on the back of a business card, "You become what you see unless you see what you want to become." That just like kind of crystallizes for me why this is so important. Many kids may never see occupations that they never heard about, and that, for him, he was the first to graduate from high school, first to graduate from college in his family, and now I sit here as a United States Senator. And so this is really vital for not just our country, but for people's well-being and for living their purpose. Again, I'm glad to have Mr. Ryan here, and in your testimony, you highlighted Delaware's excellence in CTE. I've been able to visit many of Delaware's exceptional VOTEC schools, as well as visit our traditional public schools that have engaged students in Pathways. Can you expand a little on what makes Delaware's Pathways program so effective?
I would be happy to. First and foremost, it starts with strong executive leadership. Delaware has been very fortunate that Governor Markell, Governor Carney, and now Governor Meyer have each made career and technical education a key part of their policy platform. The second is the state has a true public-private partnership. Our state departments of education and labor work hand in hand with employer and community organizations and our state's community and technical colleges to offer dual enrollment and advanced pathways across a variety of programs. The third is Delaware benefits from exceptional local leadership. Our area superintendents, our 3 technical schools, the president of our community and technical college system have each led key work products that move the field forward very quickly. And the results show that it's working. Today, 70% of students in high school are enrolled in a high-quality career pathway. Dual enrollment has increased by 44% in the last reporting year, which is the fastest growth rate in the country. Credential attainment and work-based learning have nearly doubled in 2 years. And youth apprenticeship, which is to mean youth enrollment in registered apprenticeship programs, has also doubled in the last 2 years.
Thank you. One of my biggest priorities is to prepare our workforce for the future of work. And it's clear that AI and advanced technologies are dramatically reshaping our economy and even how we think about work. Last week, I introduced legislation called the Workforce of the Future Act to better understand AI's impact on our economy and continue to support our efforts in that space. I have a question for both you, Ms. Travis, as well as you, Mr. Ryan. And it's kind of ironic because as I'm looking at my questions, it like skipped because I'm using technology, which goes to show there's nothing like a human being. Mr. Ryan and Ms. Travis, how can CTE help promote our future STEM workforce and complement rigorous STEM academies? And I'll start with Ms. Travis. Ms. Travis.
Thank you very much for that very important question. I would say that CTE and actually STEM academics are essential partners. CTE is what makes STEM academics meaningful and relevant. And CTE is one of the most powerful tools that we have actually for building STEM pathways and actually encouraging those and creating that very awareness that you were talking about. Because if your parents or those in your sphere of influence were not involved in those careers, you may not know about the wonderful opportunities there for them. Because CTE really does connect academic and knowledge with actually real-world application and develops career-ready skills that traditional classrooms just really cannot sustain and scale, and it makes the learning very relevant for our students. When CTE students, when students that are in STEM academics actually can understand why STEM matters, engagement and our achievement really does increase. I was in a classroom not long ago, and so you really can see how CTE can impact those STEM academic students. I was in an engineering classroom, and they were building and designing prosthetic devices using physics and math and 3D modeling software. And then biotechnology students were actually doing DNA extractions and tying together biology and chemistry with the diagnostics that they were doing. And when you enter in a machining classroom, You see the advanced math skills that they are doing, such as trigonometry, when it comes to measuring tolerances and actually programming machines. And what is so exciting to those students in IT as well, as they're building and securing those networks to make sure that our information stays safe, is that math and the problem-solving skills that they get from STEM academics many times is actually delivered in hands-on learning. And it makes it relevant. They can see how that STEM academics really does move into that future career for them, and it makes it relevant and real.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan.
So first and foremost, thank you for your work on AI and STEM literacy. I think it is critically important that we understand the impact that AI has on our current workforce and our future workforce. That intelligence is going to, by its very nature, help us inform education, and particularly how we offer career and technical education programs nationally. I agree with Ms. Travers. CTE is inherently interdisciplinary. It is an opportunity to bring together academic technical instruction, and it is a way in which we can integrate AI education across our country in a way that's meaningful and meets students where they are. I also think that as we think about the integration of AI in our education systems, it should also be taught in an interdisciplinary manner. It is important that it exists in academic and technical coursework, and it is important that students understand how to apply AI both in the classroom and in the workplace.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.